Testing the video. Hi, this is Carrie at wooingnature.life. I was going to test, but I was like, whatever. Let's just go for it. Alright, so this is the full moon view for September 14th, 2019. We have a Pisces moon on that day. The Piscean traits that are being exhibited or being expressed through the moon, through feelings, through emotions of that day, through the energy of the moon and the sun, because when you have a full moon, there's this opposition between sun and moon. So we're looking at balancing, we're looking at meridians, we're looking at our masculine and our feminine energies, how to best use them at this time. And so there is this feeling, or there is this, I don't know what to call it, but anyway, there is this feeling or energy of passing on information from one hand to the next, okay? Being in a position to either be the pupil receiving the information, or being the teacher, or imparting the information or sharing the information. So in the Sufi tradition, this is called silsila. And silsila is the idea that we have a genealogy, that we have a spiritual genealogy, and that spiritual genealogy is passed down from one generation to the next, or from teacher to pupil, and then the pupil becomes the teacher, who then shares that information, and then that's how that information is passed on. So this idea of spiritual genealogy is really, it exists in other traditions as well. For those of you who are Reiki practitioners, you'll understand this by looking at your lineage. So when you receive your Reiki attunements, you're connected to a lineage, and that lineage really is a connection to all of the teachers that handed down information until that information came to you. So even though this is a Sufi understanding or concept or belief, or I don't know how you want to put that, or it's not even a belief, it's really just like it is the information that's passed down. In their case, it's from Muhammad, the teachings of Muhammad, and how they were passed down through teachings, through other people teaching other people. So anyway, this is the energy of the full moon right now. So it's like getting in touch with how you came into the knowledge that you are operating with right now, giving a salute to your teachers, thinking about those people who taught you and who shared with you information that nobody else could have taught you. We can all relate to periods in our life where, you know, there were these people who were excellent teachers, whether they were in the classroom with us, junior high school, elementary school. All of us can remember a teacher that had a significant impact on us. But then as we grow older, our teachers look very different. You know, sometimes our teachers come in the form of our children. Sometimes they come in the form of friends, or associates, or people that we work with every day. So we want to think about that, and think about how that relates to your spiritual genealogy, how it has uplifted your spirit, how it has connected to your spirit, how these teachings have shaped you and formed you in a very significant way. Okay, so knowledge being kept alive is really the energy of this full moon. There is oppositions here between the moon and Mercury, between the moon and Venus, moon and Mars, moon and the sun. But I think the best way to think about it is that where there may be oppositions, or where you may be experiencing some kind of pushback in terms of communication, or in your relationship, or even with the ideas that you're trying to push forward, or just in general, then what I would say is just to balance out, always balance, looking at doing some meditation around the yin and the yang, masculine and feminine, and then also tying in with it what you have learned, you know, and who have been your most significant teachers, and letting that kind of be the focus for the full moon. So as you are thinking about, for example, projects that you're completing, as you're thinking about looking at the goals that you've set and that you're trying to see whether making assessments as to whether or not you've completed those goals or what you need to do to complete those goals, you want to bear in mind those people who came before you and the lessons they taught you, and how that then fortifies you to be able to make the decisions that you're making in your life right now today. So this is an effort of self-refinement. It's just there to kind of massage. I'm thinking about like fine sandpaper as opposed to coarse sandpaper. We know how it feels to get chafed, right? But this time of this period is like just a gentle fine sanding that really just kind of smooths out your edges, and really gives you some perspective, a positive perspective. All right, I want to make sure I got everything in: the spiritual understanding your worldly talents in relationship to your spiritual gifts. Yeah, I think that's it. So, full moon view, September 14th. Okay. It is in Pisces, so very touching, feeling, sensing moon. And also we're just kind of practicing or getting in connection with this Sufi concept of silsila, or having spiritual genealogy, and how your spirit, how your soul has been uplifted through the teachers in your life. And then also how you have also been a teacher to others and shared that with others as well. All right, so check back in with me in a little bit. I am going to be breaking down the full moon view for each element: earth, air, fire, and water. All right, enjoy your day.